Welcome once again to the Grizzly Growl. It's October and we're in our second half of the fall season. Playing in the second RMAC tournament, the regional crossover of the Northern Sun Conference in Nebraska, the Grizzlies men's golf team, led by senior Ross Benson, tied for 28th in shooting his 73 on the final day of play. On the women's side, Kendall Martin took second place at the Colorado Christian Invitational, setting school records of single-day and two-day scores, 73 and 153 at the Colorado Christian Invitational, leading the women's squad to a second-place team finish. A schedule that included 8 varsity teams and 1 JV team in action over the weekend opened on Friday afternoon at Murphy Field, as the ASC women's soccer team played host to Regis University. The Grizzly defense only allowed the Rangers to put 5 of their 23 shots in one goal, but the offense was unable to find the border as Regis handed the Grizzlies a 2-0 loss, dropping Adams State to 3-7 this season and 2-4 in RMAC play. The top-ranked Adams State men's and women's cross-country team were on the road again for the first time on September 11 on Saturday morning, running at the cross-country meet in Rocky Mountain Shootout, hosted by the University of Colorado in Boulder. The ASC women were led by Kristen McGlynn, who won the non-Division I race and placed 5th overall, leading the Grizzlies to the non-Division team title with 31 points, topping rival and 8th-ranked Division II Western State by 7 points. Senior Ryan McNiff was 3rd overall and the top non-Division I runner in the men's race, where the Grizzlies dominated the non-Division I team competition, putting their runners in top 10 overall and scoring just 22 points to beat Division II second-ranked Western State squad by 48 points. For the first time this fall, the Adams State volleyball team was in action at Plackey Hall, hosting RMAC foes Western State Friday and CSU Pueblo on Saturday. The Mountaineers defeated the Grizzlies 3-0 in their first match of the weekend, taking 3 games by scores of 25-23, 25-22, and 25-23. But on Saturday, as the Grizzlies hosted a blackout night in the gym, the ASC topped the Thunder Wolves 3-0, scoring a 25-19 win in the final game. Freshman Dominique Davis racked up 19 kills against Pueblo, and senior setter Mary McNeil recorded 70 assists, 21 digs, and 9 kills over the weekend. The Grizzly JV team made its program debut on Saturday, recording a 3-set win over the Denver University Club team, and freshman Megan Hawkins tailed the team, leading 11 kills in the match. The ASC football team was on the road again, facing 17th-ranked Nebraska Kearney on Saturday afternoon. After 3 quarters, the Grizzlies and Lopers were engaged in a defensive struggle, with the Lopers on top 7-3. But an offensive eruption came about when 4th quarter saw the two teams put up a combined 34 points in the final 15 minutes as Kearney pulled out a 27-17 victory. Junior Turgeon Sappho placed the Grizzlies on offense, finishing the day with 176 total yards and included a new career high of 142 rushing and scoring both of ASC's 4th quarter touchdowns. The Grizzlies men's soccer team was on the road for a pair of matches this weekend, but fell to 7th-ranked Major State in Denver on Friday and at CSU Pueblo on Sunday. Freshman keepers Paul Pitts and Dylan Lee combined to make a school record 18 saves in the Grizzlies' 4-0 loss on Saturday, and Pitts ended the weekend with 22 saves in the 2 matches. While most teams were reaching the halfway point of their seasons and beyond this weekend, the ASC men's and women's teams were just getting their started at the Grizzlies hosted fellow RMAC members Mesa State and Colorado Mines for the Adams State Duels on Saturday afternoon. On the men's side, the newly resurrected Grizzlies program saw freshman Cody Robson establish 2 individual modern era records, as well as helping 3 relay squads to establish records, and took 5th place in the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Freshman Janelle Higgs was the only ASC event winner of the meet, taking first in the 200-yard butterfly, and in doing so, set new ASC and Plaquey Hall pool records in the event with a time of 2 minutes, 21.20 seconds. Higgs also broke school record in the 400-yard individual medley and helped establish a new ASC record in the 200 medley relay. ASC Lacrosse also made its program debut on the weekend, traveling to Golden, Colorado for their scrimmage in the Colorado Mines tournament on Saturday afternoon. It's now homecoming week in Alamosa, and the ASC Athletics is off for a busy weekend. Monday and Tuesday, the women's golf team wraps up its fall slate in Nebraska with their third RMAC tournament. Friday, the Grizzlies will have 5 teams in action. Men's soccer hosts U.S. Colorado Springs at Murphy Field at 3 p.m., while the women will be on the road 7 p.m. at CSU Pueblo. Men's lacrosse will be in Colorado Springs, and the Division I Air Force as well as the Colorado State Club team. Both swimming teams will be in action on Friday and Saturday at the Mesa State hosted Intermountain Shootout, and volleyball returns to the road for 7 p.m. match with Fort Lewis on Friday and a 4 p.m. contest at Mesa State on Saturday. At 1 p.m. Saturday, the Grizzlies will host New Mexico Highlands for the homecoming football game and look to repeat last year's homecoming performance, where they saw the Grizzlies put up 62 points in a win over Western New Mexico. The weekend will wrap up with the men's and women's soccer on Sunday, and the women in Colorado Christian at 1 p.m. and the men hosting 19th ranked Regis at 1 p.m. at Murphy Field. We hope to see you out and about supporting the Grizzlies this weekend because it is our homecoming weekend. Until then, have a great week.